you think I just feel parents, friends, cousins, like people like what y'all doing right now, like just getting messages out there from different people. Like hindsight is always 2020. So looking back on it, it's like they want you to come play ball. And it's nothing against nobody, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, know what you don't know, what you don't know. So if
Yep.
they want you to come play ball, they're gonna support whatever you say you want to do, whether it's I want to be an engineer. I don't want to do nothing. I just want to get a degree and play ball. They flooded because I brought you here to play ball. So as long as you're making them
Yeah.
grades and playing balls, then that's all that matters. For me,
Yeah.
it's just knowing that I wanted to be a nurse. I shouldn't have allowed certain conversations to take place as in you can just go back and get your nursing degree. You're going to miss certain games or certain practices if you go to clinicals or at that point, you 20, you like, okay, I want to play ball. Like that's good
Yeah.
to me. That's fine by me. Like I'll just get this degree, finish ball, and then go get another one. So now I was stuck paying for a degree that should
Yeah.
have been paid for
Paid
because I
for.
went on a 4 year, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yep.
Right. So
Exactly. Yep.
looking back on it is if
Yeah.
your parents
You
hadn't
you
been to
be
college or if nobody has done this before you, nobody has the experience to tell you,
Mhm.
hey, no, look, this is what you need to do, or this is what you need to be looking for, this is what you need to be talking about.
Yeah.
That wasn't
Mhm.
happening. Those wasn't
Yeah.
conversation that was going on. So
No.
actually I went and got a health promotions degree first, still in the health field, but I went and got my nursing degree after basketball.
Okay. What's up, y'all? It's another episode of More Than 94, where former athletes redefined success. I'm your host, Nene, and my co-host, Angie. Today's guest, we have Que McDowell. She's a graduate from Arkansas State, and she's a registered nurse in Dallas. So what's up, Q?
What's up? What's good?
What's up?
Long time.
Yep, yep. And I was like, so obviously, the basis of the episode is or the podcast really is to take people that played collegiate sports and then went professional and was successful in other fields than sports. And I feel
Hmm.
like all the other podcasts that they only focus on like professional athletes and not necessarily
Hmm.
professionals after after their prospective sport. And so
Hmm.
I thought it would be a good idea to share those stories because there's people out here doing great and they're not necessarily bouncing the ball, catching the ball, or whatever.
That's
And
true.
so,
You're right.
and so I think that gets overlooked sometimes. But obviously, I know you a little bit, but just tell us growing up, like how was sport? How did you get introduced to basketball or sports in general? If even basketball was your first sport, but just how did that play out up until
Okay. Well,
or
what's up, Nene? What's up, Angie? I appreciate y'all having me on more than 94 because you like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't just stop with basketball. Like, basketball laid a foundation, but it's definitely more than sports.
yeah.
But just to answer your question on how I got into basketball, I'm originally from Louisiana. I'm a Louisiana girl. And so just growing up, it wasn't much to do, small town. So it wasn't much to do. Sports was it. And then in our culture too, if you're not playing sports, what are you doing? I just used to ride my bike a lot up and down the town. And so my grandmother used to always be like, beat the street lights coming in on the bike. And so that's all I used to do. Me and my cousins just had a little biker gang. And so we just used to ride bikes a lot. And so one of the coaches, his house was like across the track. And so we would always ride back and forth across the tracks. And so he would see us. And so he was like, y'all don't look like y'all have anything to do. Let me see what y'all athleticism is like. So he introduced us to basketball. He gave us a ball. And so it was just like every day after school, he was like, y'all just come by, put some shots up, let's do some drills. And it was just fun. It was just something different, something to look forward to every day after school. So that's how I got into it. Coach Smith put a basketball in my hand and took off from there.
So did you do like AAU to get because you played in college? So how did you
Hmm.
get
So,
AAU?
like I said, I'm from a small town, Delhi, really, and they felt I had potential to be better than small town. So my parents actually moved to Monroe, which was like 30 miles outside of Delhi. So we moved to the next city over, which was a little bit bigger, a little bit more exposure. Like you said, they had AAU basketball. So prior to that, I had no knowledge of AAU basketball. I had no knowledge of, okay, you play ball in the summer. I was from, we played ball year round after school.
Right.
That's just what we did. We just met at the court. You know what I'm saying? That was new. So we moved to Monroe or whatever. I was starting my freshman year, eighth grade summer. So eighth grade summer was my first year playing AAU ball. And so same thing, just got introduced to another coach in Monroe from Coach Smith from Dale High or whatever. And so he just put me in connects with like different people in Monroe. And so like, okay, my mama, she didn't really know much about it other than she know I wanted to play ball. So it was just
Yeah.
like, shit, let's just get out there. Their first summer was AAU ball, 8th grade. So new kid on the block, new kid in a new city. And so it was just different coaches. It was just different like local coaches of Monroe just at different games. And so it was like almost early recruitment, you know what I'm saying? Even in high school, like high school coaches was having like deals on like where they wanted kids to go to high school. Yeah, like some
Yeah.
under table, but I didn't know nothing about that. My parents didn't know nothing about this. So I was like, okay, it's an experience. So I went from that and then I went to a school called Washita, 5A school, mixed or whatever. And so that's where I started because my parents, they was always on me about education
Yeah.
was always number one. So even though you played ball, you had to get those grades. So
Right.
even though schools were good or better, you know what I'm saying, in athletics, my parents, they wasn't going for it. It was
Yeah,
like,
okay.
I need the school that got the academics that's
Yeah, yeah.
top of the state in academics. So that was cool. So I ended up going to a high school that was, known for their academics more so than athletics. And so that's how that kind of came about. It happened to fall like that. And so even just playing high school ball, I ended up tearing my ACL. And so just the love of the game just changed at that point because as a kid, you think ball is life. Everybody think
Yeah.
they going to the league. Everybody think that they got a
Yep.
promising future. You know what I'm saying? And so when I blew my knee out, I was actually a senior in high school and I blew my knee out with my ACL. And my parents, they was like, that was it for them. They was like, this goes to show you your ball can deflate at any time.
The ball can deflate. I like the
Smart
the ball can deflate at any time.
Anytime. It's all about what's between those ears. And that spoke volume. At the time, I didn't want to
Yeah.
hear that. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to still go to college. I'm going to still play ball, free ride. Why not?
Right.
So then I ended up going to college playing ball or whatever. Then I had a meniscus tear. And then it just seemed like it was just incident after incident with my knees, the pain. It was just like, you know what? I need something that I can depend on, something that I don't have
Oh,
to
yeah.
worry about if I'm gonna be able to run or walk or play with kids at the age of 40. So what else is gonna pay the bills?
Right. And then when you spoke on the high school and the recruitment, that's a real thing that people don't realize. We had people like kids having apartments in certain areas that they can go to a certain school just for basketball. And
Oh,
I was like,
wow.
blew
Oh
my mind.
wow.
And that's crazy.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
In
So
high school.
in high school, maybe one of y'all might go to the league.
Exactly.
But with that injury though, like how did you overcome that injury? Like it really could have been like, bro, I'm done with this. I want to go home.
I swear.
Situation.
I
'Cause I think I
swear.
remember it was the summertime. I feel like when you came to Arkansas State and you would deal with the
Mm-hmm.
meniscus, and so at that time, like you could be like, man, forget this. I'm smart enough to just go to
Well,
school.
at the time too, I just still wanted to play ball. You 18, 19. At the time, when your mind still is just like, I can still do this. I can still beat
Oh, yeah.
everybody that said I'm not gonna rehab. I'm not gonna come back. I got a point to prove now. It was more so for me mentally, like I had something to prove. But then, like I said, when I came to college, I had redshirt in my freshman year to rehab. And then when I played again, like you said, then I had another knee incident. And it was like, you really don't have any cartilage left. It's like bone on bone. Like it's nothing in there to support, which
Yeah.
was making sense. So what the pain was coming from. So it's just like, I don't know. My parents, they just was strict though. Like I come from a background, like they wasn't military, but the way that they raised and like the sternness and stuff, you would think it was military. So it was just like, why not even having those mental breakdown of those days where I felt like I wanted to give up. I felt like I didn't want to rehab. I felt like I couldn't do no more like this. I didn't want to do
Yeah.
it no more. And then my parents was just like, what you mean? Why you? Why not you? Like, why are you exempt from being hurt? Who are you that this can't happen to you? You know, like I needed those real conversations. I
No,
needed them to be 100 with me. You know what I'm saying? It
Yeah.
was just like just a different perspective on life at that point.
Right. And that's tough to hear at the age. Why not you?
It
You know,
is.
we're like,
Why
why no?
not?
Because I don't want it to be me.
Exactly.
I don't think kids nowadays, they probably would never hear that statement. Honestly,
Nah.
like why not me? You could be
Yeah.
like, woe is me, and I have a little real. I get to pout for a couple, but after a while, you
You
allow
gotta get
yourself
back
to
with
pout a
it.
few minutes, and then you be over with. So with that
Mhm.
being said, like, what made you have been injured? I don't know, but what made you go into like your field, like nursing? What prompted you to go into? I don't think I even know this. Why did you choose nursing?
That's a great question. My little nephew passed away in 2010, but he was born with cerebral palsy. And
Okay.
cerebral palsy is just a situation where your brain is developing slower than that you're on track to be. So it's like you may be 7, but your mind is like that of a 2-year-old or that of a newborn. He couldn't talk, he couldn't walk. He was special needs, so he needed different like help. And so my sister, she lived in Houston at the time. So at that point, like during the summers, like she would bring my little nephew home to Louisiana, and like me and my mom would help look out for him, for the summers, and then he would go back to Houston for the school. And so just helping out with him and just passionate about not just because he was my nephew, but because I wanted to make a difference, you know what I'm saying? Like I would go to different appointments or you would see different people that, because he drooled or people didn't want to slob on them or to think that something was going
Yeah.
to get on them because he was slobbing. Like it was just that. And so I just wanted to make a difference because just because you drooling or just because you can't help yourself doesn't mean that I'm going to contract something, you know what I'm saying? Like from you.
Yeah.
So it just interests me to learn more about it because I already had the passion for it, you know what I'm saying? Like just caring for people in general.
Yeah.
Do you think that did you face any adversity while you were in nursing school?
To be honest, like, I feel like if anything, like if I could look back on college and just do anything different, that would actually be it because I have 2 degrees. So my first degree was in health promotion. I got a health promotion degree while I was
Oh,
playing basketball. And you know what I'm
okay.
saying? And so you think I just feel parents, friends, cousins, like people like what y'all doing right now, like just getting messages out there from different people. Like hindsight is always 2020. So looking back on it, it's like they want you to come play ball. And it's nothing against nobody, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, you know what you know, you don't know what you don't know. So it's like
Yep.
they want you to come play ball. They're going to support whatever you say you want to do, whether it's I want to be an engineer. I don't want to do nothing. I just want to get a degree and play ball. They funny because I brought you here to play ball. So as long as you're making the
Yeah.
grades and playing balls, then that's all that matters. For me,
Yeah.
it's just knowing that I wanted to be a nurse. I shouldn't have allowed certain conversations to take place as in, well, you can just go back and get your nursing degree. You're going to miss certain games or certain practices if you go to clinicals. Or at that point, you 20, you like, okay, I want to play ball. Like that's good
Yeah.
to me. That's fine by me. Like I'll just get this degree, finish ball, and then go get another one. So now I was stuck paying for a degree that should
Yeah.
have been paid for
Paid
because I
for.
went on a 4-year, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yep.
Right. So
Exactly.
Yep.
looking back on it is if
Yeah.
your parents
You
hadn't
you
been to
be
college or if nobody has done this before you, nobody have the experience to tell you, hey, no, look, this is what you need to do, or this is what you need to be looking for, this is what you need to be talking about.
Yeah.
That wasn't
Mhm.
happening. Those wasn't
Yeah.
conversation that was going on. So
No.
actually I went and got a health promotions degree first, still in the health field, but I went and got my nursing degree after basketball.
Okay.
Where did you go to get your
Okay.
nursing degree after?
Arkansas State.
Oh,
I
okay.
played basketball. I redshirted my freshman year. Oh wait, I played ball 2009 to 13,
Yeah.
and then I went back.
Okay.
I stayed and I went back and
Oh,
did
okay.
my
Okay.
nursing program at A State. So I was in
Well, good for
Arkansas
you.
for a long time. Yeah, I was in Arkansas about 8 years.
Oh wow.
Trying to
So
get a couple degrees.
Hey, so
you
you
be
saying like you was basically influenced by like, oh no, and even though we know, I feel like even though you know, like I'm not finna go professional. So it really, at the end of the day, like missing that game would have not mattered.
It would not have mattered,
None.
dog.
no.
When you look back on this, like, damn, 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 but it don't fix nothing. It's just what can I
No.
do now, or just where I'm at now. Like,
Right.
how can I keep going? You know what I'm saying?
Or
People
just
make
not even knowing
face
your options.
adversity every day.
Right.
That's
And not,
true.
not knowing
Yeah.
your options, because we talked about that. Not even knowing certain, and we miss out as a college athlete on just as regular students get to do
Mm-hmm.
interviews, go do whatever that we miss out internships.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
so
That's
Yeah.
missing
true.
that game, like,
Yeah.
bro, miss that game because
Yeah.
listen,
Yeah.
Exactly.
The
No,
networking
for sure.
that you miss out on you playing ball and you chasing your dream of maybe going pro or going to school for free, you under their thumb. You gotta do what they
Mm-hmm.
ask you to do because
That's right.
that's your money. A lot of us don't have parents that had money to send us.
Mm-hmm.
right.
So
That's
this
true
was
too.
our way to make it.
Because I wanted to do
That's
a
true too.
minor in minor in statistics, and I had to be in class every single day. And then they're like, well, you can, because I had an extra year. They're like, well, you can get an extra year. I'm like, bro, like it's more than an extra year. I'm
Right.
paying for it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
we,
yeah.
gonna have to get this in business administration. But it's just
Right.
the stuff you miss. Listen, I'm gonna have to get this second degree or something. I already got general education in. And so,
Mhm.
but I think if we don't know who to go talk to, and then it's
Right.
certain people that you can't go talk to because then they're gonna be biased, right? As a coach, we also got to think
That's
their
what you
job is
think.
to
Yep.
win, or they gonna get
That's
fired.
right.
Exactly.
So they gotta look
Yep.
out
Yeah,
for
So
themselves.
yep.
yeah,
I
Even
was just
though,
about to say just the
yeah.
unspoken politics that's in it. I'm sure it's a lot that go on. Just even now being like you said, just in a healthcare professional, being in nursing management at this point, it's like yeah, in nursing, what you're looking for, how to take care of patients and disease processes and how to treat certain things. But on the flip side of it, on the business side of it, like you still having to pay these different services, these different companies. And so if you're not a good business person and you're not handling the business side of
Oh
things,
yeah.
it don't matter about nursing because shit, you ain't gonna have no place to eat.
You're right
All
though.
just go, you're right. It all just go hand in
in the
hand.
hand, yeah. So do you
But
think basketball? Go ahead, Angie. I'm sorry.
thank God that at a young age you're not under your parents' wing anymore. And it's politics that go into playing college
Mm-hmm.
ball. So if you're not
Fact.
taking heed to the politics at 18, 19, learning how to move. So when you get in the real world,
Mm-hmm.
and you missed out on a huge step.
A huge step, and it's important, you know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of kids nowadays are at that disadvantage because they are missing how to move, you know what I'm saying? Things happen, shit pop up, like
Oh yeah.
unexpected things pop up daily. And it's just what I can say about ball is it do give you that mental toughness that when I am tired, you know what I'm saying? I know I can keep pushing and I know,
Oh
you
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Nothing is gonna happen. It's only gonna make me stronger in the end. But
Yep.
when you're thinking about it in that moment, that's not what you want to feel. That's not what you want to believe. That mental toughness just help propel you forward so you can know, you know what I'm saying, like how you need to face adversity. So, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like for kids today, man, it's just like the smallest thing just be tearing their little feelings up. And I'm like,
And
my
that's
Yeah,
what,
you do. It make or
yeah.
break.
And then I was
world
talking
is
to, I
too
think I talked to
much.
Angie, and I'm like, now just mental health. We didn't know anything about no mental health. It was like,
That
bro,
wasn't an
get
option.
tougher. You better get
That wasn't an
Bro,
option.
bullying, kicking, calling
Yeah.
you understand?
like you better
Just
get tough
let
and
it
move
go.
on. And I'm like, there's like never heard of mental
Yeah.
awareness,
Yes,
mental nothing in
for
college. And I'm
real.
like, I'm sure it's certain things that we
Yeah.
probably should have went and
No.
talked to somebody about.
I swear, no, for
Like,
real, you know what I'm saying? And just
Absolutely.
even,
Because my
and
mentor
just
was rough
speaking
the first summer.
facts, you know what I'm saying? And just even speaking on that, you know what I'm saying? Like mental health is real, just even my own like personal experiences. And it is what it is at this point. But like, even when COVID happened, like just mentally for me, I experienced it, you know what I'm saying? Like PTSD, like it was for real. Like you go
Oh yeah.
and COVID just happened, you scared, you don't know what this is, what's going on. And then you have these
Yeah.
patients coming in, they walk in, they're like, I can't breathe. And then in a matter of minutes, it's just from one
damn.
end of
Oh
the
yeah.
spectrum to the next. Now
I
I'm
can only imagine.
covering you up with a sheet. You know what I'm saying? Like just
Yeah.
seeing it over and over and over and over. Like that play on your mind. It was a trade-off.
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted. But everything money can't buy. Money
No.
can't fix your mental health. You know what I'm saying?
No.
It was a trade
It can help it.
at that moment because it's like, what do? You don't know what you're supposed to do. This is what you agreed to do. This is your field. This is your profession. But
Yeah.
you sacrificing your mental health. You
Oh yeah.
sacrificing
Oh yeah.
catching this disease, you sacrificing not being there with your family or what you about to bring them home, you know what I'm saying?
Oh
So
yeah.
that was a rough period for me mentally too. I feel like I'm mentally strong. I feel like just mentally it's a lot that I feel like that I could deal with, that I can get over. But when that happened, like that was a whole different, I don't even know
Game
who I
changer.
am. It
Yeah.
was a game changer, you know what I'm saying? Like now
And
for real, I need to speak to somebody.
Well, no, people don't understand.
for real. And I just be like,
For
it's just
frontline
real.
workers, like
listen.
nurses and
And
police
seeing
real.
death,
officers,
like that's not no. I
COVID
mean,
was the
people
worst time.
and like,
For
seeing
real.
death is not like seeing somebody
It's
like
not.
that many deaths died. That's not normal for people. That's
It's
like
not
and
normal.
you
And
don't
then
want to
when you
get
start seeing
desensitized to
death,
that. You
facts.
don't
I
want
was just about to say, and that's when I feel like, okay, it's time to go see somebody. Because when people die, and it's just like, okay, yeah, they
Yeah.
died. Like
Yep.
now,
that's
it's
not
just like
normal.
this is normal. That's
Mm.
not normal.
No, that's
Like,
not
what are you
normal.
gonna do
No,
about
not at all.
it?
No, that's wild. And
For
even though
real.
like sports make you mentally tough, I don't think sports can make you that mentally tough to where it's like,
No, it can't.
no.
Nah.
It can't. And
And
that's
But
why I
so
say, you
sports
know,
will.
mental health is real. And even if you need it, you know what I'm saying? It is good to just go and talk to somebody, whether that's somebody that's in that profession, psychologist, or even just somebody that you trust that's, hey man, I don't feel right, or I'm having thoughts, or
Right.
like just whatever. Like mental health is for real though. Once it take over and you can't even stop it or catch it or realize that I'm
Yeah.
not even myself no more. It's an
Yes.
issue. It went too far.
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
Man.
You'll be surprised, like with like you said, death ain't normal. Basketball will teach you some things about grit and being on time and just having a
Mm-hmm.
self starter. But to watch someone die in your arms and that was your responsibility to save them will
Mm-hmm.
change your life.
It
It will
will, for
mess you
real.
up mentally. And then there's a time to recently, mental health was like cliche. Oh, you're crazy if you need mental health.
Especially in the
right?
Black
Mhm,
community.
right.
Especially in the Black
Yes, but now so
For
like
real.
COVID and all the things going on in like the politics and the police world, like it's
Mm-hmm.
very important to take care of yourself. And that's a tool that
For sure.
basketball did not help me with. So I can
Yeah.
only imagine how you feel being on the front line, being a nurse.
It's just certain,
going
like
through
it's
COVID.
defeated. So like Angie is a police officer, you know, you see all that
Mhm.
kind of stuff, and I'm nowhere near seeing people die. Like I'm not in that field, but
Yeah.
I can experience from having 2 kids. So like, and I didn't realize while I had postpartum depression for both kids. I
Mhm.
didn't realize
Mhm.
until afterwards. I'm just like, bro, I said I just don't feel like myself, but I'm tough enough. I'm gonna keep going.
Right.
I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna
Mhm.
keep going. And I kept going. I'm like, I got 2 little
Mhm.
kids to look after. But
Right.
then I realized I'm like, damn, I was really out here depressed in these streets. Didn't even
Fact.
know it. Did not know
Didn't
it.
even know it.
I had
Didn't
somebody
even
come to
know
the
it.
house and was like, when the last time you opened the blinds? I'm like,
I
no.
swear.
I'm in here just trying to survive with this little kid and make sure
Yep.
that nothing happened in here. But I was
Yeah.
like, the first one I had, I was like, surely I won't have it the second time. Second time I had
Mhm.
it. And I tell anybody today, having a kid is the
Mhm.
hardest thing I've ever had to do in my entire life.
I believe
Mhm.
it.
I'm not up to this point. I'm almost 35. Up to this point, though,
Yeah.
that's the hardest thing I've done. And I'm sure
Mhm.
everybody else has different things that they've done that's hard. But
Right.
I was like, dude, like this is
Mhm.
not easy. And I'm
Right.
just like, wow. But yeah, basketball for sure it taught me a lot of stuff, but it did not teach me
Mhm.
No.
that kind of list. And I never thought I'd be
Right.
that. You never thought I'm never gonna be that depressed person. Never. Like
Exactly.
I'm more
You know,
tough than that. And
Look,
no, actually,
nah. Hey, that depression is silent. It creep up
pregnancy
there.
took me
Silent.
out, bro. That pregnancy took me out. They defeated
Fact.
me for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. It
Mm.
was just for me, it was just the same conversation. I'm just tired. Like you said, not opening no goddamn blinds, don't open no blinds, don't
Yes.
turn no lights on. I just want to lay in the bed. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it just went from there to y'all now get up. Come on, we gotta do something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's important.
It's important. So what is your role like at work? Like in what did basketball what do you see similarities that basketball helped me with my role at work and what I do? What kind of responsibility?
Just what Angie's saying, just being on time, just showing up, knowing that you have other people that's counting on you too. I just feel like in basketball, it's a team sport, right? So it's
Yeah.
no I in team. They used to be on everybody in a t-shirt before they start. No
Yeah.
I in team. So same with nursing, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a team. Like you have nursing assistants, you have CNAs, you have LVs, you have RNs, you know what I'm saying? You have physicians, nurse practitioners, but we all play a role together, you know what I'm saying? Because a physician can't do half of his treatment without a nurse
Oh
there
yeah.
to deliver, you know what I'm saying, the orders that he's acting. A nurse can't fulfill all of their duties, you know what I'm saying, without a CNA helping turn these patients or keep these patients clean. It's teamwork for sure, but just
Yeah.
all go together. And then you have to realize too, like in teamwork, you know what I'm saying? It's always, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I could do it all. I could play all the positions, all the roles, but you can't, you know what I'm
No.
saying? So everybody
Yeah.
have a designated role. And, you know, some people may be stronger at one role than the other, but you only as strong as your weakest link. Another term, you know what I'm saying, that we learn, you know what I'm saying, like in basketball. So I feel like just hearing those type of things over and over just help you in your mind just feel like, okay, you know what I'm saying, let me just change the way that I'm looking at it, you know what I'm saying? Let me just take what I got, you know what I'm saying, the talent that I do have, and just try to make the best team out of it for today, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So that's pretty much what it is for me, nursing wise. Right now, I'm a nursing supervisor. So I just make
Okay.
sure, you know what I'm saying, just the flow of the day is going well. The patients are straight. Nurses and
Okay.
CNAs is taking care of what they need to take care of. And as long as everybody's doing their
Facilitating.
job, I'm going to have a good day.
There you go.
Oh
There
yeah.
you go. So the real question is, How has the Boyer Mile helped you today?
It's helped
Ain't
you
helped
life.
at all.
This
Look at what
stupid
over this
Essential.
and still nothing. 'Cause
Nothing. That
now,
dang old
man,
mile. I asked her like, that mile was dumb.
nothing. It
Oh my
ain't
God.
helping me do nothing at this point. Because I can't even now. There was what he said that was to make us mentally tough. Then right
Yes.
now, I can't run no mile and say I'm gonna get mentally tough. That's not happening.
Oh, it's terrible. Oh my gosh, so terrible.
Man, I mean, I could use it right now. I guess I haven't been working out as much as I should, but I feel playing basketball, and I guess everybody have to speak for themselves. But for me, I feel like knowing that I had practice or somebody telling me like it's 6 a.m. practice or be here at 2 o'clock, be here at this time, like that was motivation to go work out or go to the
Right.
gym or do what you
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
Now it's just like, all right, I'm gonna go at 2. Yep, 3
Yep.
o'clock. Then the whole
Your
day,
man.
like, damn, I
Yes,
do
you
it
had
tomorrow, you know. So,
listen.
Yep.
And now at this point, I'm like, I go. It's called F45, but they be trying to give me heavy weights, sir.
uh-huh.
I am here just to be healthy. I am not here. I am not training for anything. I just need to stay
Man,
healthy. I'm not a Division I athlete anymore. That is competitive.
exactly.
I just want to look
But,
decent and stay healthy.
Man,
but
this
That's
dude
it.
boxing.
That's it.
I've been doing boxing, and the guy was like, "You ever thought about fighting?" I said, "No."
uh-huh.
I'm
I
like,
like
"No, I'm too
boxing.
old, dog. I've already competed. I'm good. I
For
ain't
real?
get slapped in the face.
Oh, you competed
Like,
like boxing compete?
You
with it, basketball.
see, that's
Oh,
enough.
I'm thinking you
I
didn't look
took
on
it, son.
boxing for real.
That's enough. Competing
I'm
basketball.
out.
Listen, injuries. I am over that. If I
For
go work
sure.
out and not injured, I'm not. That's the thing. I'm not gonna be here trying to work out like I'm going to play a game. Like I'm not gonna
Nah,
be
So
injured
y'all ain't been
myself.
playing no more? Y'all don't be hooping?
No,
Like, I had not picked up a ball. I couldn't even.
man, they asked me to play in this women's minor league.
Uh-huh.
I said,
How you
"No,
delay?
I can't do it. If I go play basketball with y'all, I'm missing out on overtime at my job and the match.
That's how it was for
I'm
me.
just trying to get paid, man.
Just working all the time. But one of my homegirls hit me up recently, and so I went 2 weeks ago into this little
Yeah.
adult women's basketball league. When I tell y'all, I thought I was gonna throw up and I
Die.
couldn't make
Oh,
it
yeah.
down on the floor. I
Well,
said, you know
win.
what?
Ain't the
Okay,
same.
again, challenge accepted. Let me get my ass back in shape.
Man, that's a different kind of shape too. You can go
It
work out,
is.
and I feel
Oh
like
yeah.
running up and down the court is a whole
Oh
nother.
yeah.
I
For
ain't never
sure.
felt my lungs burn.
Yes.
Like,
Oh
Huh?
my
going back
gosh.
and playing basketball, my lungs be burning.
Your
Oh
lungs
yeah.
burning. The only thing basketball I done to these little kids, let's say these little kids, coaching the little kids at the Boys and Girls Club.
Uh-huh.
Cause listen, here,
Your
Okay.
these kids
2-time
have
championship runs.
these kids have zero fundamentals. When I tell
Yeah, oh
y'all,
yeah.
at
I'm
an
already knowing.
all time low. And I'm just like, home people don't even know what the baseline is and what a pivot foot is. I said, oh,
Right.
see in hell.
It's rough.
Right.
So I be
My
trying to
little
teach these little
9-y'all
folks
be
a
trying to
little
get
bit.
him active.
Yeah.
Do your layup, this leg, footwork. He
They
gonna be
don't have
tired.
no idea. They have no idea. But so like when somebody's listening to this or former athletes listen to this, what do you hope that they get from what all you're saying, being a collegiate athlete, the challenges you faced and all that kind of stuff? What do you want them to take away from what you experienced as a collegiate athlete and how that prepared you to become a professional, a nurse, and just
I just feel like going into college, it's best the earlier the better to have a plan, an idea of what you want to do. Like I said earlier, like we both all said, coaches in it to win, so they have a job to do, but yet at the same time, you as a person, this is your life, you know what I'm saying? You're the author, you know what I'm saying? So whatever you want to be, whatever you feel like you want to do, you stick with that, you stand on that. And any coach that wants you, you know what I'm saying, to play for them, they're going to do what they need to do as well to make sure that y'all both are getting what y'all want, what y'all need out of the process. So I just feel just knowing what you want to do. And even if you don't know what you want to do, just figure it out and stick to it. And even if not, things come about, at the end of the day, you're going to be okay. Everything happened for a reason. So depending on which road you navigate, at the end of the road, you're going to be okay.
Okay. And then I guess for everybody, like when y'all, I feel like a struggle is for kids nowadays is how they choose their school. So how would you tell a kid to choose the school that they want to go to?
That's a good question too. Definitely taking your,
That's a great question.
That is definitely taking your recruit visits, kind of getting a chance to hang out with players before, talk to players before, coaches before, just asking the right questions. Everybody's style is different. So just knowing your style, your personality, like how do you fit into the team? Like how do you fit into the dynamics of the school? Because if you want to be one thing and the school is not offering this, then 9 times out of 10, that's really not the school for you. Don't choose it just on
Yep.
sports because at the end of the day, that's gonna run out. Like
Yeah,
you
that's
said,
gonna
unless
run
you
out.
have a promising career that you going pro, and even then injuries happen. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like
That ball deflate.
what's between your ears, yeah, what's between your ears is what's most important. You know what I'm saying? So just doing research, just doing your work ahead of time, and
Yeah.
not
And
letting what others want for you be what you want for you.
yes, for sure. Angie, how would you answer that question? Because I feel like that's a question that kids, that's one of
Man,
the things that comes up when they be like, I chose this school because my mom chose it one, or
Mm-hmm.
nah,
the
don't let
coach
your parents
promised
pick for
me.
you. Do not let your
No,
parents
even
pick
like
for you.
coach promised me X
Right.
amount of playing time or
And you have
No,
you
whatever.
that if that ain't
you
in writing, don't you believe it?
because it's like selling cars, right? It's like selling cars. They're gonna give you 18. Yeah, you want a Benz
Mhm,
or you want a big body,
mhm,
Escalade. So they gonna sell it to you, and then when you
mhm.
get there, you're like, dang, they gave me this '06 Honda,
Right.
right? So you have like everything they tell you, you gotta take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
And like you said, deal with the girls and
Mhm.
go there for you and what can you get out of it.
Right.
Has nothing to do with think outside of basketball because I put myself
Mhm,
in situations where I was on the losing end of it. It's academically,
mhm.
right? And I had to when I transferred my last time, some really nice older lady, she did everything under the sun to get me to pass. Like she rewrote some curriculum to get me to pass.
She
So I've
rewrote
been
the
very blessed. I'm
curriculum.
telling you, I ain't
Like,
lying. I ain't lying. Like, I have been blessed, but I put myself in bad situations just looking at the lights and the glitz and the glam and not trying to see what it is for what it really is. Just gotta
Yeah.
try to see past all the lights.
Yeah, and having those hard conversations and yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
right.
Put them on the
Right.
spot.
Yeah, ask them questions. I feel like looking back, this people that I've talked about when they went on their visits, they don't ask, or their parents just don't know. Like they said, you don't know what you don't know.
Mhm,
They didn't ask the coach
mhm,
appropriate questions like how long you gonna be
mhm,
here? What's just like you
mhm.
said, what's your style of play? Does that fit
No, for
my
real,
child?
that's
Like stuff
important.
like that.
Oh yeah.
Yep, because before I tore my ACL, I felt like I lost a lot of recruits too. Again, young, you in high school, you feel like you good, you feel like, oh, the recruits gonna keep coming. But that's what happened to me originally. Originally, I had verbally committed, and same thing, the coach wasn't there the next year. So the new coming in coach
Dang.
was like, I didn't recruit you, so I'm not taking you type of situation. Now you tore
Wow.
your ACL too. I don't know how you're gonna rehab. I don't. So that was another situation at the end of high school. It's damn, now what's really about to happen?
Right, right. So yeah, asking those questions is important. So like
Mhm.
transition into like your career path. So what would you? Because you know how we said we trying to figure out what we want to do because we didn't get the necessarily degree that we probably should have because whatever. So
Mhm.
what
Mhm.
could you tell somebody that is going to college, playing ball or playing whatever sport, how to properly see what interests them, what career field they may should go into? Like, how do you navigate that? I feel like it's sometimes a little blurred. Like, just
I think it's more so like just what interests you, like what you passionate about. I feel like for me, work for me it's not actually work. You know what I'm saying? I feel like nursing is
Yeah.
a calling and I am doing what I'm called to do
there
because
you
I love what I do. You know what I'm
right,
saying? So I feel like if you passionate about something, go for it. Because money is not everything. So sometimes people want to get these jobs because I know I'm gonna make X amount of money. But yet if I hate getting up and I'm dreading going in to the job, like I'm selling myself short because the company is not getting my best because here I don't even want to be here. You know what I'm saying?
right,
So I
right.
just feel
You
it's really something that you have to like soul search. What am I passionate about? What do I really enjoy doing? You know what I'm saying? And make that work for you. I mean, I feel like we living in time now where
Used to
that
be
you
with
wouldn't
it.
even you can do anything. You wouldn't
you
even think
can. You
it's
can
a
make a buck
job.
anyway.
Oh, that's a job now. Oh, that's
Listen.
so
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
feel like, hey, you just be different, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if you have to invent your own pathway, if God bring you to it, he'll bring you through it. So if you feel
Oh
that's
yeah.
what you're passionate about, that's what's on your mind, that's what's on your heart to do to make a difference, and you feel like that's your stance in the world, you just put your all into it.
Yeah.
It'll come through.
Yeah.
I feel like it's hard for, especially, you know how they may not go they go professional, they go overseas, so they're playing basketball, they're training for overseas, and then you look up, I'm 35 years old, I have never done anything. So now
Yep.
you're
You
trying to
come
figure
back
out,
is what do you do? Yeah,
what do
that's
you
true.
do? So like, I don't even know, what would you tell somebody? You know somebody, I don't know what I'm
Man.
doing. I'm 35. I've been playing overseas, and they people don't care. You've been playing overseas basketball. Nobody
Yeah,
cares.
you can't put that
No.
on your resume. They gonna be like,
You can't.
gotta
You
figure
can't.
out
Like,
what
what would you?
between
It's
these
probably gonna be in
two.
German anyway.
And I'm like, what do you tell somebody? Because I've seen it, like, I've seen people on social media. I'm like, bro, I don't never want to crush nobody's dreams, but like, basketball has to end at some
It
point.
has
does.
to end.
And it's
Something-
But I
okay.
feel like for those type of people that's dead set on that, you know what I'm saying? I was watching a movie too recently. I don't even remember what it was called, to be honest, at this point. It was the same situation where this dude, he was playing overseas ball, or maybe he was in a league and got injured or something, and they was like he couldn't play ball no more. And he wasn't ready to give it up. So he transitioned to like turning his story into a positive, like going on different outreaches, going to different rigs on Saturdays, or he know like a group of kids was together and like just talking to them and telling them his story. So I just feel like if those the type of people, then 9 times out of 10, coaching is your thing. We need coaches too, you know what I'm saying? Like
No, for
we
sure.
need people that's
Yeah,
been like
yeah.
where we are, that kind of know the situation, and people or coaches that's not scared to, okay, I know this university, or I know this school policies procedure says
Yeah.
this, but at the same time, I'm gonna be a good person and tell this student or tell this parent, hey, look, off record, blase, blase, you know what I'm saying? Like we need more people, you know what I'm saying, to step up and do that because of people like what we're saying, so that can stop. Hey, I didn't know this, I didn't know that was possible, I didn't know that option was available to me, you know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
just having somebody that's been through it to know, look, this is a hiccup that I faced. This is how you can go around it, or this is how you navigate through that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
even for people that feel like ball is like, ball can still be like, so now transitioning
Yeah.
from actually dribbling on the court to putting the ball in somebody else's hand, man. So
No, yeah,
maybe-
basically like advocating for
yeah,
becoming athletes. Yeah, I think that is important. I think that could probably be a job that somebody can create.
Yeah.
I'm telling
you're
you,
right.
Being that
You
liaison.
guys-
Listen, these are the questions you need to
right?
ask this coach.
Consultant,
Right? A whole consultant. Like these parents don't know. They just my baby about to, and then especially with this NIL
Oh,
deal,
for sure.
it's a
Do
whole
you
nother,
guys
it's a game
think-
changer.
Do you guys think that some women or men continue to play after their time is up because they went to college, majored in something that they know isn't going to make them happy or any money, and they're just avoiding the reality of what it is?
I think
hell
so.
yeah,
For sure.
for sure.
Or they don't think they're good, or they just don't think they have other talents outside of basketball.
Yes, that's what
Yeah,
it is, having other talents outside of basketball. I just feel like you just had to dibble and dabble, because when I'm not nursing, like I feel like I am an official DIYer. Like I'm
There you go.
myself. Like I'm YouTubing, like I'm doing it all from fixing pipes. I'm digging my yard up. I'm
I ain't
changing
mad.
my pipes. I'm laying vinyl floor. I do a
We was
lot
just
of
saying
DIY
this.
projects.
Oh,
in
for
my spare
sure.
time.
When COVID happened and I was in a board in the house, I started
Yeah.
gardening and didn't even know I liked the garden. Listen, I got a
Right.
whole, I grew all my food at the house. Listen,
Oh,
and I didn't even,
that's what's up.
listen, I got anything you think of. I grew. And so I didn't even know I liked that kind of stuff because I'm like, it's so much of a slower pace of like basketball. So go,
Yeah.
go, 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 go. But it was like, I was trying to find something that I like really loved outside of
Yeah.
basketball.
Like,
And I was
so
like,
when
I
you
can't
doing
believe
it,
I'm-
it's like you're not
yeah.
even thinking. It's
Not
just
even thinking. We don't have
therapeutic.
time to sit and what else am I good at, or what else do I really enjoy?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Had no
You're
idea
right.
that
Yep.
I would enjoy farming, essentially.
Right.
Out here,
Yep.
be a
Yep.
whole farm around these streets, and I'm just like, wow. And it's like when you plant something that grow and you can eat it, like it was like
Mhm.
I never would have thought I would got that fulfillment. I was like,
That's
wow.
what's up. But you said, like,
Now
even
look at
just
you.
people that don't know what they need to be doing afterwards. That's it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you just gotta try different stuff. You just gotta do different stuff. Like,
Mhm.
it's a lot of stuff that I do around my house that I don't feel like, or I don't know how it's gonna turn out until my wife be like,
Yeah.
okay, babe, you did a good job. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I did, huh? I did my thing. But other than that, it's just like, you just out here trying stuff, because people be saying all the time, like, Man, I'm tired with retirement. You wait till I retire.
Listen,
I'm gonna find something every day. I
They-
promise ain't
Oh
no
yeah.
good time.
Oh yeah.
something every single day. I was like,
Every
my
day.
goal is to be a whole full-time homesteader. Listen, you ain't got
That's what's up.
homesteader, self-sufficient,
Texas
everything.
homesteader.
Have some
I
goats, some
swear.
cat. Listen,
You
but
know where to get some horses from.
listen,
If you
I'm trying
find
to
the
get these.
horses, let me know.
I ain't buying no horses. They high maintenance. Horses high maintenance.
They mean too.
I'm sticking with the low maintenance animals. I need some goats and some
Yeah.
donkeys. But
Nah, that's what's up though. That's good.
yeah. So I was like, but you never knew until you start trying different stuff. And I'm just like,
Facts.
life was so consumed. Yeah, we played basketball. That's the
Mhm.
only sport I ever played was basketball.
Mhm.
So I never got to sit down and be like, bro, what else could I do? Or what else? What a
Mhm.
hobby? Because I looked up and I had no hobbies. Literally no hobbies.
Mhm.
And then I was like,
Yeah.
oh,
That happened to me when I got out of college and I got into the police world. I would go to work and then I would be like, dang, I ain't got nothing to do. So I was signing up for an extra shift. I'm like, man, I can't keep
Mhm.
doing this because then I'm not doing nothing. You're like, I need to find something to do. And then I met my husband and he was like, no, we're going to ride a motorcycle.
Mhm.
You want to ride with me? I was like, I wouldn't mind. That's how I started just getting out and trying new things. I did
Mhm.
motorcycles, and then after that, we started shooting guns and all types of just crazy little
Country
activities.
Mhm.
When I was done with basketball, I was at such a loss as far as hobbies. I didn't know where to start.
yeah.
And I'm so glad that I got with someone that helped me, who was the ultimate hobbyer. This dude got
Mhm.
80 zillion hobbies. But if it wasn't for him, man, I would just probably be one of the people that work 6-7 days a week, go home, do it all over
Yeah.
again.
But
rest
see,
my-
that was
never
me
do
though.
nothing
But
else.
I was fine with it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like real bored, and I love it. I love going to work and coming home and chilling and doing absolutely nothing. I'm perfectly fine with it. But like you said, my spouse on the opposite token is not fine with it. She want to be
Yeah.
doing something.
Want
She
you to
wanna be
move.
out. She want to be moving. So I get
Yeah.
it, and I don't mind. But if it was left up to me, oh no, I'm going to work and I'm coming home, and that's
Do
it. I'm
nothing.
chilling.
It's
Nothing.
like, you need to get you. I'm glad you're a DIYer because you need to get you a
Yeah,
hobby.
Yeah.
well, see, I do stuff like that. But see,
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
still
feel
a
like
hobby,
that's
though.
a hobby. I feel like it's saving money.
Yeah.
I'm frugal.
I ain't mad at you.
That's a hobby still though. That's a hobby because you
That's
ain't like
true. You're right.
you didn't go to you wouldn't apprentice for like carpentership and
Mhm.
stuff like that. So I feel
You're
like
right.
that's still a
Yeah,
hobby that
yeah.
you can get really good at.
That's
And then
true.
you can
No, for
after-
sure.
when you retire, you
Yeah.
might be DIYing somebody else's house.
I
Yeah,
I be
or
telling people all
supervisor
the
at
time.
Lowe's.
Okay,
When I
so
come
at
back
this point,
second lifetime, I'm be a carpenter.
there you go. There you
Hey, I ain't
go.
mad.
Listen, I hire you.
Hey,
I hire you for sure.
Right.
I am
Okay,
not.
for real,
I
my
am not
coworkers
putting
be
down
like,
nobody floors.
that's what they was like, your floors look good. Tell me, how much you charge? I said, look, that took me 3 to 5 business days. I ain't doing nobody else's floor. I'm tired.
Done.
Maybe
It's
next
done.
year.
Listen, I need a couple things. I will hire somebody in a minute. It's some things I can do.
For real.
Yeah, I can.
You're gonna have some people, man, it was some shingles flew
I
off my
can't.
roof the other day.
Absolutely
You
not
wait
getting on
till the-
nobody's
You
roof.
you wait till the weather clear. I'll be up there putting my damn shingles back on.
You got you the legit stapling with a little what you gotta
Uh-huh.
get.
I'm
Okay.
telling you, I YouTube it. I plan ahead of time. I go get what I need and I go for it.
Listen.
Worst thing I
you
can
doing a
do is
great
try. If
job.
I mess up, then I call somebody. But I try
Yeah, yeah,
first.
same way.
Good for you. Cause listen, where that roofer at? My wife.
Nah, me.
Tomorrow.
I'll be up there like Spider Woman, Lord,
Oh,
just keep
nah.
me grounded.
Listen. Hey, get your harness. We ain't got no listen. You ain't got time to
Yeah, tie yourself down. Tie yourself down.
Then your real job and you gonna be missing your real job.
I swear. Yeah, I swear. I'm gonna have to walk up in there and tell them, pull it up a patient.
All
That
right.
hurt.
So this part, I think I missed it last time, Angie, but it's called like a little 30-second timeout, right? So
Mhm.
right before the end of the game, you can pick anybody, yourself or anybody. Who you putting the ball in? Who hands you putting the ball in to win the game?
Anybody?
Yourself, anybody. Who you putting the ball? Who hands you putting that ball
Teammates?
in to win
That'd
the
be
game?
teammates?
It don't matter who it is. I don't care who you.
It could be
don't matter.
LeBron.
Oh, Kevin Durant. What?
Kevin Durant. You want? Who you
Durant,
got,
that
Angie?
is
Who you got,
the man.
Angie?
I got me. Shoot.
That's what I'm talking about.
After y'all just talking about the guy like dribbled and got up and down the floor, how long you gonna bet on you?
You gotta bet on you. You gotta bet on you every single time.
Every time. You right.
Bet on you.
You sure right. Every
Listen.
time.
But if I had to pick a person outside of myself, who am I picking? That's tough though.
It is. I love Katie though.
Or I'm picking Michael Jordan.
I'm picking Mike.
Yeah.
For
Mike
sure.
Clutch, middle name. That man.
Well,
Go.
we do know the greatest.
Like,
Definitely the
Clutch.
greatest.
I think
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
doing Mike. If I had to pick a female athlete, I'm doing Diana Taurasi every single time. Female. Who female?
Oh,
Diana
female.
Taurasi. She retired now, is she? I think, but she was there.
Nah, she's still playing.
She's still playing.
I
She bought
probably had to go with Sue Bird or either
Sue?
that Sabrina
Okay.
Sue
Who
Bird
was
or
Sue?
that
I
Sabrina
like-
that
yeah, I
Sabrina
like
girl
you.
Sabrina who?
from the New York Liberty.
I don't know.
I'm gonna say
Sabrina
Simone.
Icano.
Simone
Simone
Augustus.
was cold too.
Simone.
Because she played for
Wow.
LSU.
Gang,
And you know who I
gang,
was body?
gang.
She plays.
In
Speaking of
today's
her,
basketball
they got
world,
that
you know who
new
I was
league.
body?
No, they got that new league. It's called Athletes Unlimited, and she was one of the
Mhm,
coaches. Yeah.
Yep, that's the little league that I play in
good
out
for
here in the
her.
Fort Worth League. I don't know who was playing, but that's what
Yeah.
they was telling me. It was a game, I think last Saturday
They play in
out here
Dallas.
with them.
So you,
Yeah.
you know, because we're gonna go down there on the 23rd. Because Natalie is the head. She the head athletic
Oh, for real?
trainer of the league for the women. So we're gonna go down there and catch a game. I think see her.
Yeah, that's what's up.
So
This is off topic right here. But you know who I would body if I was playing today? Angel Reese.
Angel. Oh,
I body her. Boy, I
You
body
body
her.
her?
I make her cry.
You on the
I make her
opposite
cry.
team. They be
Yeah,
doing
don't
Angel
get it.
I
wrong.
like
yeah.
Angel Reese, but
They be doing it wrong.
she ain't. If I was say if I was a coach or play against her, I would just push her out. She can't just shoot the ball.
She can't do nothing.
Yeah.
She a legit back to the basket now, Angie. But
That's
Yeah,
it.
she-
Ain't.
yeah.
That's
but
it.
you push
she
her
ain't
out,
got no weight
she's
on-
done. She done.
No.
No,
Yeah,
you
she
make her-
can't shoot,
you
but
make-
she could post.
she could post up.
Make
could
her,
post.
if you make her catch the ball and pivot, like reverse pivot, so she's facing you, she's screwed. She
No,
can't
yeah,
do.
ain't.
She cannot do that.
She back to the
Yeah,
basket for sure.
back,
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But I take it straight to the paint on her, and then when,
But I
when I
mean-
score, I'm gonna hit her with one of these.
Is that one of these? Stop.
Yeah, too
It's-
little.
it's
boy.
been- It's
Too
been
little.
on some good games,
little.
like, of course, like leading up to the championships. But other than that, like, I even feel like women basketball, even now, just not the same. Like, sometimes I be looking at college games. Damn, is this high school? Were we
Man.
that bad, like you said,
No.
fundamentally? Like, I don't feel
Yeah.
like we just out there running wild. What are y'all
Running or
doing?
just-
What's the structure? Good
Man,
place.
chicks with their head cut off.
No,
Yeah.
even when you go to, I went to my niece plays, and
Mhm.
I've gone to her games, and I'm like, bro, y'all is like y'all is. Yeah, we were way better at this age, and I don't know what
Man,
it is.
Yeah, I
and
think so too.
all I can say is you can tell these kids ain't never played outside on no basketball court. You can just
Right.
tell.
Man.
You can just tell how
Yep.
they move. Like it's different from a kid that played basketball outside. You can tell they look rough around the edges.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
These girls, they can't even go play outside because they're so used to structure. So they're so used to structure that like they don't even know how to improvise. So I told my
Mhm.
niece, and she's like, "Well, the play broke down. Okay, then figure
Right.
You,
Yeah,
they
exactly.
looking
Yeah.
over at the coach. Yeah,
Yeah.
go score the basketball. They
Oh,
don't
yeah.
know how to
Go
do
back
this.
door. Sis,
You
Don't
see a
let-
lot of
they out there
I was about to
looking.
say that, just moving without the ball. I hate the whole
Yeah.
now just looking. What are y'all doing? The
Doing.
defense ain't gonna
Yeah.
move. Y'all ain't moving. Just the ball moving. I just don't even want to watch it.
But and these coaches are setting them up for failure. Y'all know we played motion defense at Arkansas State, and how
Mhm.
hard that stuff was. You gotta be able to have a basketball. They got these high school girls playing motion defense. They have no business doing it. They got 4 in, 1 out. They can't do it because they
Nah.
looking
Oh, you
around. They
cannot
not
do that.
smart enough. They not
Right.
smart
Yeah,
enough to
no.
figure it out.
No,
so I
they
need y'all to
cannot
just
do
come down
that.
and just run a play every
Yes.
single time. Say
No.
And that's
No.
I was like,
Hell
y'all don't know who y'all coaching right now. Like these
Right.
girls are not. They don't have the capability. They don't have the
They'll not being realistic.
improvisation. Like they don't know how to think off the cuff. So you can't
No.
put that. And so I'm just like they putting y'all at a disadvantage because y'all are just sitting there looking and staring at the ball. And I'm
Right.
over there, I can't watch this. I'm like, bro. I can't
Exactly. I
watch
can't
this.
watch it. Have y'all seen Underdog?
Yeah, I see.
No.
I see.
We need more
What's that?
coaches like you. Get these kids in line, man.
Oh my gosh! And I come in. I got these first and third graders. Mind you, y'all know my
Oh, for real?
personality. Oh my
You be on them, dog.
Hey, parents become them. Oh yeah, they need that. Like, they need
Uh-huh.
somebody to. I'm like, kids
But
dribbling the ball. I'm
see,
like,
that's
bro,
good having
stop
parents
dribbling the
that's
ball while I'm
supportive
talking. Yeah, and they
because
looking
a
like,
lot
oh
of
shoot.
parents be on the complete opposite. Don't you? Or that's too rough. Like, man, look, I ain't in the business of no little sensitive little punk ass kids. Like, I ain't used to that. That's not what
And
we doing.
and if you got an issue with it, how about you come coach then? That
Yeah,
part.
that part.
Facts.
You at
Facts.
every game, you at every practice, but you ain't want to
Mhm.
coach them because you didn't, because you
Facts.
don't have. So don't come over here because your feelings gonna get hurt with me. Don't
Right.
come over here. Don't come over here because I am not the
Facts.
one. But any last kind of words or anything that you might want to say that inspires somebody that's transitioning from, they're not going to go professional and they're just going to they're going into their career, they know their career, like any kind of words of encouragement for those that are putting the ball down and getting ready to go into the real world? What are some words of
Just be
encouragement?
encouraged, and you could still be a superstar outside of the basketball court. I used to
Absolutely.
love, like, when we would have kids come and we sign their T-shirts or sign basketball,
Yeah.
but just speaking on my own personal journey. I felt like, and I remember taking this picture and posting it with a caption saying like I was a different superhero now, you know what I'm saying? Because when you do these, you come across people that you feel like, that you've been great to them or they think that you took great care of them, you know what I'm saying? Like they are excited. They leave you good reviews with the company. Like you see
yeah.
that about yourself, like good things that you've done that you didn't even realize that you was helping this person.
Yeah.
But it took them to shine some light on it. So you could be a different superhero. So the only advice that I would give is be encouraged, be confident, jump out there in your field, do what you know that you're already equipped to do.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You already got the tools that you need. So just go and do it. You're just a different superhero now. You're wearing a different cape.
That's right. That's good. That's a good
I respect
message. I
that.
like that. All right, y'all. And that's game.
All right.
Um,